Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from this month's sponsor, Ethico.
In the delicate arena of compliance, every conversation matters. Traditional methods can leave callers feeling unheard, but Ethico changes the game. Our empathetic interview technique reshapes compliance calls into powerful, compassionate interactions, ensuring no crucial detail is missed. It's about creating a conversation that matters, that resonates, that makes a difference. Be the change in your compliance approach. See the transformation for yourself at ethico.com/CPN. Book a demo, try our free ROI calculator, and explore the white paper by Tom Fox, The ROI of Compliance.
The Daily Compliance News for August 9, 2024, the Stepping into a Crisis edition. And we begin with that story from the Wall Street Journal about the new Boeing CEO, Kelly Ortberg, as he has stepped into a company truly in crisis. He inherits a troubled go culture, burning through $1 billion of cash that only is concerned about the bottom line, not concerned about culture, safety, compliance, or a lot of other things. Well, now he has to get back to basics and get Boeing back to basics, and he's got to fix the culture at Boeing. So good luck to Kelly Ortberg. All of America's pulling for you. Next up from the New York Times, Microsoft says that Delta was largely responsible for the flight cancellations and criticized Delta for overstating Microsoft's role or technology's role in the costly disruption that led to the airline canceling thousands of flights last year. Microsoft said Delta has sought to deflect its own shortcomings by blaming Microsoft, and the truth is very different. So good luck with that, and bring on the lawyers. Next up, in a very troubling story from the Financial Times, it appears that Google and Meta made a secret deal to target advertisements for Instagram to teenagers on YouTube, skirting Google's own rules for how minors are treated online. Google worked on a marketing project for Meta that was designed to target 13 to 17-year-olds with adverts that promoted its rivals' photo and video apps. The Instagram campaign deliberately targeted a group of users labeled as unknown, but this disregarded Google's own rules for prohibited personalizing and targeting ads to those under 18. So I guess Google's motto of do no evil is now no longer effective or in force. And a final story comes to us from Bloomberg, which reports that South Africa is intensifying its work to address shortcomings in tackling illicit financial flows so that it can exit the financial or the FATF's gray list of dirty money countries. So it's going to be interesting to see what, if anything, well, I'm sure South Africa will be doing something, but given the state capture and many other issues which have plagued the country over the past several years, we can only hope that South Africa will be accepted. Their changes will be put in place, and they'll be accepted back into the wider group of countries. As I mentioned at the start of this podcast, this month's sponsor for the entire Compliance Podcast Network is Ethico. Have you ever wondered how to show the ROI of your compliance program? Have you struggled with the budgeting process, getting the funds you want for your compliance program? Well, I've partnered with Ethico to put together a white paper on the ROI of compliance, which shows you not only how to demonstrate ROI, but also how to speak finance when you're sitting across from the CFO with your budget proposals. Check out the website and get the white paper. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.